AI alone will not make you rich. Let me tell you again, because I see so many people online trying to sell the opposite. People are telling you that AI is some magical button, some magical tool where you just type in, make me rich, and boom, it hands you the idea, the product, the perfect clients, the perfect funnel, the perfect product, all done for you, shipped in 5 minutes, and all done on a free plan. Let me tell you, that's not how it works, I promise you. Because if that was the case, you'd be hearing so many stories about these accidental millionaires who just, oh man, I just accidentally put in a prompt and became a millionaire by accident. Isn't AI amazing? That's not how it works. But let me not dog AI, because AI is powerful. AI is amazing. I use AI for hours daily, but AI alone is not the asset. It's an accelerator. Your knowledge, your skill, your essence are the asset. So now that we got that misconception out of the way, if you're a founder, artist, coach, pastor, let me break down a few real use cases that I use to help leverage AI and turn that into assets to help you make real money today. In my last video, I explained that attention alone is not an asset. Followers, likes, views, shares, all that lives on a platform you don't own. And in the last few months, I've noticed people and personal friends of mine have that same misconception with AI. They don't just look at it like a tool, they look at it as the magical tool that's gonna make them rich. Because AI alone is not the asset. AI is what helps you build assets. The things that actually matter is the person holding the tool, because AI will never replace your skill and never replace who you are. Because if you don't know what you're building, AI is just gonna help you create more noise and more AI slop faster, because no skills with AI equals noise, or what we like to call AI slop. But real skills, real expertise times AI equals cha-ching, money, assets. I'm talking books, courses, campaigns, money-making systems, a brand, a business, a product you actually own that keeps working for you while you sleep. Most people are using AI just to make noise, but I'm using AI to help my clients make money, help them develop real assets, and in turn, make myself money and build real assets as well. Well, let me show you how this actually works. I'm gonna show you 5 different angles or use cases that I think could help just open your eyes to the possibilities of AI. Number 1 is buying back your time. If you're a founder, a business owner, that messy process that's been living in your head can become a system, can become an SOP, can become an onboarding flow, a sales script, a dashboard. And I think this is something that could definitely help out a ton of different businesses, no matter what sector you're in. Because if your business is dependent on working on a computer and it's a repeatable task, this is exactly where AI is best used, because a repeatable thing on a computer can definitely be handed off to AI. All you need to do is be able to explain that process, check it, make sure it did it the right way, and once it's done, save that as its own skill. If you're using Claude Cowork, that could be saved as a skill. I talk about that in another video, but if you're not familiar with it, just save it, ask it for instructions, and it can break that down into instructions for you that can be repeatable. I think that's one of the best use cases for AI that I think can definitely help you today if you're a business owner or founder. Angle number 2, I really think it could help multiply you. If you're a coach or consultant, the expertise that you have living in your head or that you give out on weekly Zoom calls doesn't have to die on that one Zoom call. That information could be extracted. That information could be helped to multiply you. How? In social media posts, by creating Instagram carousels, X posts, LinkedIn, Substack, any of those things. It could turn that information into posts that help you gain more clients, help more people, distill information in a cleaner and concise way. Other ways are creating that into a course. If you don't have a course that you're already selling and you're just coaching people, you could turn that into lessons, turn that into frameworks, turn that into books that you're able to multiply you. And I think all those things are leveraging the power of the transcript turning those calls into assets that help multiply you. Use case number 3 that I think could be used for either artists or brands is building an entire visual world. If you're an artist, that song doesn't just have to be a song. It could become a whole visual world, cover art, album art, flyers, stage design, a campaign. All that can be done with the power of AI visuals. I have a client that I worked with just in this last year. Her name is Jessica Sanchez. She's a winner of America's Got Talent this last year. And she hired me to do a full ecosystem, a full creative direction for her brand new album called Season. We developed that whole album. And the cool thing is she didn't have to come to one photo shoot, one video shoot. I developed all this in San Diego while she was in Houston. She just became a mom, so time was very valuable to her and her team to be able to execute this full rollout because they had a big concert happening in the Philippines this last May 16th. And it was a big welcome back, concert to her home country of the Philippines, where they had some really cool guests. And anyways, we developed all the visuals, all the commercials, all the flyers, the VIP, all of this was leveraged with the power of AI. I also have my own brand called Modern Revival, which is part of a page that I run called Vintage Jesus Tees. It's the largest curation of Jesus tees in the world. I was able to make this video called Rapture, and it showcases my Jesus Lightning tee. And this would have never been made without the power of AI. I promise you, I never would have been able to get this model, get this location, be able to create these sort of visuals. This was from my essence, God-given creativity. I believe, he dropped the idea in me and I was able to execute on that, all with the power of AI. It's not gonna make it for you, but it helps you become, the operator, the creative director. It's a tool just like a paintbrush to help you paint this new canvas. And I just want to show you that this could be a really cool way for you to leverage, whether you're an artist or a brand owner, helping you build a visual world. Use case number 4, angle number 4 is multiplying your message. If you're a pastor, a leader, a Sunday message can be multiplied in a variety of different ways. It could become a book, it could become a course, it could become a discipleship guide. All these things can be done and multiplied with the power of AI. Just like the coaches and consultants, how they're able to download the transcript and turn that into multiple things. Same thing with you, pastor or leader. If you're doing weekly calls, if you're in a nonprofit, if you're in, even leadership within a team of business and you're leading a whole team, those kind of like meetings could be downloaded and turned into assets to help you make things easier, whether those be PDF guides, whether those are, there's a whole plethora of different things. I'm getting a little bit off topic, but one of the most powerful use cases is turning those messages into a book. If you didn't watch my last video, I did a whole breakdown of a friend and client of mine. He's a pastor. His name's Richard De La Mora. And this last year or two, we did over half a dozen books. And now he's making tens of thousands of dollars off his courses and making thousands of dollars of residual income monthly off his books, that he makes money while he's sleeping, and now he has assets to pass on to his children. And all of this was developed from messages and Instagram carousels that he had on his Instagram. That's the power of AI, leveraging it to turn it into real assets, but it's not gonna do this all for you. You are definitely the source. It just helps you develop it in a really cool way. Last one, use case number 5 is quality of life. Whoever you are watching this video, one of the major takeaways I want you to know is that if AI helps you in any sort of way, just 5, 10, 20% faster, just enjoy it. Don't have to optimize it to do more. Maybe use that optimization to do less and just have and enjoy life. Because sometimes we're chasing these big, audacious goals and you're always wondering, man, I just wish I had more time. That's the power of AI. If it could write a few more emails for you and that saves you 5, 10 minutes a day, that compounds into hours. Use those hours to spend time with your family or the calling or dream that you have in your heart. Sure, we can optimize and make more money. What's a gain a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? And I believe that's even with just getting too enmeshed in optimizing an AI. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself because I spend hours daily trying to optimize, systematize, make things better. And sometimes you just need to stop, chill, enjoy the sunlight, enjoy the day. And I hope that any of these tips that I showed you, you don't just use to make money, because I believe life is a true asset that we should all be taking advantage of. Another big caveat, I don't want you to just trust AI, because AI definitely hallucinates. There's been a few times this last week where I've spent hours correcting its mistakes. It tells me one thing, but when it compresses the conversation, a lot of context was lost, and that can be really frustrating. So there's not like a full workflow that I fully just let it run. I'm using it as a tool, I'm checking on it, and I want you to do the same. It's gonna get there, but right now it's still not there where you could fully just let it rip, at least not for the quality that I'm accustomed to. So yeah, don't trust it 100%. Trust me on that. So what's the whole truth with AI? Did you see the pattern? In every one of those examples that I gave, AI didn't have the idea. You had the idea. AI just helped a skilled person turn it into something real faster. And that's the real edge, not the prompt, not the tool, the operator. And honestly, that's why a lot of people are going to be really disappointed with AI, because they're waiting for this magical prompt that they can prompt and boom, out pops out a perfect business with a perfect funnel and money. It's not gonna happen. But let me tell you, AI is not gonna replace your taste. It's not gonna replace your wisdom. It's not gonna replace your creativity. It's not gonna replace the real work it takes to build a real business. It'll help you move faster, but it won't hand you a voice or a brand you never built. It can help you organize your thoughts, but it won't give you a message that you don't actually carry. The people who are already good at writing, designing, teaching, building, communicating are all gonna pull away from everyone else because they know how to leverage AI to just make them better. They're not looking at AI like the source, they're looking at it like a partner. And if you got something inside of you that you want to turn into something real, but you don't know where to start, I developed a tool called my Brand Brain Extractor. It's the full 3K in-depth guide that I do with brands and executives, and I'm giving it to you right now absolutely free in the form of a GPT that's now in beta. It's free right now because it's in beta, but to take advantage, go to essenceintoassets.com, or you find the link in the description, or you could always find me on Instagram and comment the word asset and I'll send it right to your DM absolutely free. Or if you're a founder, business owner, coach, or consultant, and you know exactly what you want and you just need a skilled creative executor, my name is Javier Torres and I run a studio called Javier Torres Studios, where we help clients just like you. You have the idea, the purpose, the drive. We handle everything else: strategy, creativity, and execution. You could go to javiertorresstudios.com. We can link up and get started on your project. Well, if you found this video useful, please do me a favor. I'm a brand new channel. Like, comment, subscribe, send this off to a friend, drop a cool comment because it means the world to me. Anyways, I love you guys. God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.